All right. Happy Monday, Monday Night Baseball. What's up, everybody? Dr. Dynastic here on this very special Monday. We had a big pack drop card reveal earlier today, and chances are you may have already gotten all your pack drops for today, but we're going to give you bonus baseball today as we're streaming Monday Night Baseball here tonight. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to start today by playing a little game, and it is going to be what's the team? Who's playing? Look around the room. Try to figure out the matchup today. There are clues abounding here, but you got to look very closely to try to figure it out. Your first clue might be what I'm wearing today, okay? So that would be guess number one. Go ahead and wager your guesses here. Nothing on the line except for your pride and bragging rights here on the show. Okay, with that said, we are going to start by just catching up on some perfect team for myself. As part of our pregame show, we'll see how we're doing so far on our perfect team in Theme Team Silver. Let me know how you guys are doing on your theme teams, or just on your teams, your main teams, your tournament teams. However you are doing it, there's no wrong way to play, except maybe my way. Holy cow, how many packs do I have right now? 106 packs, which means we need to get to moving and spend some of these points here. Do I feel sorry for those in PT Live that use Nationals and Phillies players today? Not one bit. Not one bit. Well, there might be a little bit of hint right there with those two teams you just mentioned, Red Sixer fan. Maybe one of those teams is involved in this. And remember, you do see a Bryce Harper jersey there, which I guess the question is, which Bryce Harper are we going to see in Monday Night Baseball? Just a hint there that maybe one of those teams you mentioned, Nationals and Phillies, might be involved in this. Let's go ahead and look at our theme team very quickly. In fact, the one I really want to look at, I want to look at the card shop right now, and look at Bert Campaneris, because that card getting dropped is very juicy for me. Let's look at Campaneris here. That 84 Bert Campaneris. Good BABIP, good contact, fantastic defense, fantastic stealing. Not the greatest eye, but could be a guy that we could add to our lineup. Because our theme team is the Oakland 42s. And the Oakland 42s right now have Tony Phillips as their starting shortstop. Though I love Tony, and I think he's a great bat, I think his best use for me, best utility, would be to throw him at different positions around the ballpark, around the infield, and the outfield. I wouldn't mind having a starting shortstop who just gobbles up the baseball and then free up Tony Phillips to just rove around and get spot starts at, let's see, what positions is he eligible? Second base, third base, shortstop, left field, right field. I mean, he plays everything except for first, center, and catcher, I think is where he's looking at. Okay, so we are looking at that right now. That might be a possibility for our Oakland 42s. And then the other thing I want to see is, did we get any of these orders through? We did not. Okay, so let's go ahead and open some packs here. Take a guess, see what we're going to get, and I will open until we get historic silver. I would love to get a Campaneris. Would love to. But any guesses right now, let me know in chat if you've got any guesses on what our Monday Night Baseball matchup is going to be today. Let me know in chat what your guess is. Or guess is. Remember, it takes two to tango. There's a Luis Polonia. Dukeston says 2015 Phillies. Okay, that's a guess. I mean, we do have the Bryce Harper jersey in the background. I don't know if you can see. There's also a bobblehead that might be a clue for you. There's a Luis Polonia. As I mentioned, this guy used to play for the A's. I don't think he's playable for our team. So we'll keep moving. A lot of live cards. Holy cow. Holy shnikes. See if we can get something. There's a good old Rance Mullinix. Let's keep moving here. Oh, wow. How about this one? Arnie Porta-Carrero. Okay, that's going up very high. Let's go ahead and go 1489 on that guy. A lot of love for him. So that's our first good one. Any other guesses, let me know in chat. That was, now let's get pack 100 in there. Glenn Mother Hubbard, another former Oakland A. Edgar Renteria, cha-cha-cha. Beavis and Butthead reference if you did not get that. Kind of, I guess. No more guesses. No more guesses. Quiet crowd. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get to it very quickly. A lot of buy orders for Otto Hess here. Again, we'll go ahead and throw a 1,089 out there. And Lou Drill. Oh, another one. Holy cow. Look at this. We'll go another 1089. Now's the time. Now, okay, first gold. All right, any guesses in chat on this one? What's behind this Goldie here? I can't guarantee any prizes for you, but I can guarantee good fun. 2021 Phillies is a guess from Dukeston. Okay. I mean, I will tell you this. You are very close, and the team does wear red. Any guesses on what's behind this gold? And we will open this up momentarily. And in fact, you probably can't see. Oh, maybe you'd like to look at the game. Let's show you the cards. My goodness, I'm opening packs. I'm not even showing you the cards here. I was stuck on this talk screen here. Can we get a professional in the house? All right, what's behind this gold here, everybody? It's a visual medium. We love to see what we're talking about. There's a guess. Ezra Denny says, just not alive. Would love not alive card. Please, let's get a professional in here. My goodness, what is going on? Right after this, we are going to play the game itself. But I can tell you this, the spotting chart is right here. Quick look. Oh, there you go. Nas Base says he has been summoned. You have summoned the power of Nas Base. What is up? Aloha, my friend. Aloha. I'm not saying aloha as in goodbye. I'm saying aloha as in hello. Let's get in here. Bert is a tournament card. Yep. I would love to get a Bert, but if I'm going to get that gold, I'm going to have to buy it or win a tournament. Piazza says Red Sixer fan. Let's see what's behind here. All right, a Giovanni Gallegos. All right. That'll work for us as far as finding maybe a new home for it. Let's go 2789. If you're looking for that for your Kenley Jansen gold mission, it can be yours. There's a Vince Coleman. I would love to replay the 1985 World Series. Cardinals, Royals, would love to see one of those teams. Rabbit ball, right? This card is going for very little right now. And is that a duplicate for me? It is. It is. I didn't know how to spell the name. Yep, that's always tough. That's always tough. Okay, I have some big news for our personal channel. I want to throw that up there real quick on the doc schedule. First of all, you look at the schedule. This is my streaming schedule every weekday, right? This is on the Dr. Dynastic channel. The link is right there. Our Wednesday stream will actually be moved up to 11 a.m. Pacific, and minor league baseball writer and visitor of every single minor league ballpark, Benjamin Hill, will be joining us. He will be our Wednesday guest this Wednesday. Our stream will start at 11 a.m. Pacific noon. So that's our schedule this week. Now, as we get you back here, I do want to let you know that now I have it on good authority. And I'm not going to tell you who yet, but I'm going to tell you that one of these teams that we will be streaming tonight, all right, on Monday Night Baseball, one of the two teams that I will be streaming, one of these two teams wound up not winning the World Series. Now, it's rare in this for Out of the Park Monday Night Baseball. Typically, we get World Series champions, but sometimes we get World Series redemption, right? We get teams that never got the opportunity that year to win the World Series. Well, what I am going to tell you is this. One of these two teams tonight that you're going to see on Monday Night Baseball, that team did not win the World Series. And the team that did win the World Series 3 times, mind you, a pitcher for that team that wound up winning 3 World Series championships when he pitched for this team. He will be our guest next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, next Wednesday. He'll be our co-broadcaster on my Dr. Dynastic channel. So that is a hint about it. I don't know. Maybe you are already now starting to piece things together on who this team is going to be. So with that said, let's go ahead and reveal the matchup for tonight. Are you ready, folks? Here we go. There it is. 2012 Washington Nationals against the 2019 Washington Nationals. A game we are calling Nationals Treasure. Nationals Treasure. Okay, so that is it. That's the matchup for tonight as we are going to play an all Nats game. 2012 Washington Nationals against the 2019 Washington Nationals. Paging Nicolas Cage. Paging Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman. So there is the Harper trick clue, right? Nick Cage will not be joining tonight. Nick Cage, if he had, if not for the massive comeback for Nicolas Cage, maybe Nick would be on with us tonight, but not tonight, folks. But this is Monday Night Baseball, 2012 Washington Nationals and the 2019 Washington Nationals. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get into the game. We're going to load this up and we're going to do this together because if you've ever wondered how to do this at home, this is how to do it. And rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Yes, the Pee Wee Herman reference. Rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Okay, so this is very easy to do, but we're going to do it together on stream. First of all, we're going to set both teams. You have to set their respective era, right? So both teams are in the modern times. We're going to go ahead and make the away team the 2012 Washington Nationals. 98 wins, 64 losses. Wound up winning the East, lost in the National League Divisional Series against St. Louis. A little bit about that year. San Francisco would go on to win the World Series, sweeping the Detroit Tigers. So there's your hint right there. I already gave it away, right? About who our guest is going to be on my channel next Wednesday. And I'll give a heads up to Sporer and the rest of the Out of the Park community that we may want to get a card cooking for this particular player. And Ezra Denny is going to be thrilled with this one. If you thought you had a connection with Eric Edelstein, Hollywood actor and voice actor, a few weeks ago, where you guys are both from Alameda, boy, you are going to go crazy for our guest next Wednesday at noon Pacific. Well, we'll start at 11 a.m. Pacific, in fact. Okay, now the opponent will also be the Nationals, but of 2019, the 2019 Washington Nationals. Now, as always, we set this as a 3-game series. We only have time on every stream on the main channel right here to do one game. So we will do game 1 tonight. We'll treat it like a championship, but in actuality, we will be streaming games 2 and 3 tomorrow on my channel. Okay. Now we're going to do 1 home, 1 away, then 1 home, away, home. DH will be off since it is 2 National League teams. We'll set it to 2019 setting since it will be the home team. We'll give the home team advantage here. Okay. And then we will send it to end of season rosters, 25 players, injuries enabled. So those are your conditions. Now, these 2019 Washington Nationals did end up winning the World Series. So we're going to see and this is from RK Brasi, and I want to show you this. RK Brasi, one of my very, very faithful and fun supporters on the Dr. Dynastic channel, came up with this matchup. Every week, I leave it up to my community on Dr. Dynastic to decide our Monday Night Baseball matchup. And typically, we either give it to somebody who's been very active on the channel or somebody who completes the community challenge. And you can check out my Twitch about page to learn more about our weekly community challenge. Well, RK Brasi completed the challenge a couple weeks ago and decided, hey, Doc, I want to see. I always thought that my 2012 Nationals, my team, just was a victim of bad luck. The teams they wound up playing every year, St. Louis, the San Francisco Giants, that those Nats may have been even better than the 2019 Nationals. So we want to give a shout out to RK Brasi, who is our presenting sponsor, our title sponsor for this broadcast. And we want to thank RK Brasi for coming up with this matchup. I thought I was thrilled with this idea of having two of the same team going head to head. You have a 20-year-old Juan Soto for the 2019 Nationals, and you have a 19-year-old Bryce Harper for the 2012 Nationals. And not many common ties, believe it or not. A lot of turnover between those two rosters. Not a whole lot of players from the 12 team to the 19 team. So thank you, RK Brasi, for coming up with this matchup here tonight. He is our title sponsor for this game. And a big thank you to all of our Tier 1 subs. We call you our gold sponsors. Thank you to our gold sponsors on the bottom of your screen. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get to the game. And again, you can play this at home if you've, a lot of you are watching because you like Perfect Team and you're getting those pack drops. We're glad to have you on board. A lot of you, too, perhaps are interested in playing franchise mode or playing just playing a little bit of this where you do a historical replay, two teams against each other. All right. Ezra Denny's going to try to guess the guest. Is it DeRosa? It is not DeRosa, but you can throw out multiple guesses. It's okay. There's no rules against multiple guesses. So if anybody else has any guesses, so Ezra can queue up another guess here. But I will say that this guest played for the team that wound up winning the 2012 World Series. So wound up winning the World Series in 2012. Buster Douglas Posey is another guess. That is incorrect. It is not Buster. Though, Buster, if you're watching, we'd love to have you on the channel. All right, let's go ahead and set this up. This is all the settings, 3-game series. We're going to play game 1 tonight. We're going to go ahead and create this. Matt Cain, that's another fantastic guess. It is incorrect. Incorrect. Let's go ahead and set the lineups right now. Now, these lineups I would like as faithful to the playoffs as a team can be. So let me look through this real quick. We'll start with 2012 Nationals. For the most part, I think this is pretty accurate. There will be no DH. So I went back to, I believe, what roster did I look at? I think I looked at the NLDS roster and lineup for game 1 for the Nationals in 2012. So this lineup would reflect that. Jason Worth batting leadoff in the right field spot. Batting second will be Bryce Harper. He's your center fielder. Bryce Harper as a number 2 hitter. Imagine that. Ryan Zimmerman batting third, a third baseman then, and he's one of the few who you'll see on both lineups. Batting fourth will be Adam LaRoche. LaRoche batting fourth. LaRoche will be at first base. Batting fifth will be Mike Morse, former Seattle Mariner. Mike Morse batting fifth. Ian Desmond batting sixth. Wilson Ramos, we're going to go move Kurt Suzuki into that catcher spot. So he'll be in the catcher spot. He will be batting 8th. And batting 7th, let's see, I don't think we can do this. In fact, Danny Espinosa will not be able to play here. So we're going to put, let's see, let me make sure well, we'll just go with the default. We'll go with Steve Lombardozzi. That's fine. Lombardozzi will be in that spot. Any other guesses? Hope it's not Huff. It is not Huff. It is not Huff. And Shearholtz, nope. Not him either. Hey, American Truck Reality won his Rookie World Series yesterday. Oh, right. American Truck Reality. I love it. And this is, you're just getting into the game. And we'd love to see that support. That's why I love the beginning rungs, that you have your team and it's a nice kind of, you are against other rookie teams. It's a fair field. And I love it. So congratulations. Way to go. Just for the, no, not Marco Scudero, but keep the guesses coming. Let's go ahead and now look at the 2019 Nationals. And we'll have Trey Turner leading off. That is just dandy. Adam Eaton, I love it. He's batting second in your right fielder. Good. Anthony Rendon batting third. It'll be nice if we could get a post-game interview with Rendon, because 2023 Anthony Rendon is not speaking to the media right now. Still, he's got to start talking. Believe me, the weight of the world will be lifted off your shoulders, Anthony, if you just start talking to the media. He's having a bad season this year, and he still will not talk after games or before games. Juan Soto, yes, Juan Soto batting cleanup. Howie Kendrick. Howie we want at second base, not at first base. We want him at second. And Kendrick will bat fifth. Ryan Zimmerman. We need Ryan Zimmerman in the lineup as our first baseman. And he will be batting sixth. All right. We're going to drop Suzuki. And Suzuki's actually not going to play. Yan Gomes is. Yan Gomes batting eighth. And we don't have Michael A. Taylor. So we're going to go with Victor Robles instead. Victor Robles will bat seventh. Okay, there we go. Clayton Kershaw. Nope, not there. Ezra, come on. Everybody's welcome. Even if you do not like them, they are still welcome to be on stream. I always feel everybody's got a right to be on stream and to talk. And if they do start saying controversial things, we'll try to steer them out of that. But no, it is not. It is not Clayton Kershaw. Hunter Pence would be amazing. I think he would be a fun interview, but he is not here. He will not be on next Wednesday. Sergio Romo, that is also incorrect, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer. It's a member of the team that wound up winning the 2012 World Series. Okay, let's go ahead and now play ball. Now, I got to start recording here because we put all of these up on our YouTube page. Zito, no. Brian Wilson, no. It is not a coach, Red Sixer fan. And I'm just scrolling back just to make sure. Okay, so keep the guesses coming. Okay, with that said, let's go ahead and roll a commercial. And when we come back, it's going to be our first pitch of the Nationals Treasure Game. We'll be right back.
24 years of excellence have all led to this. Out of the Park Baseball 24 is the definitive award-winning MLB strategy game. Play what the pros play. Out of the Park Baseball 24 takes baseball strategy to the next level like never before. All new on-screen analytics to power your decision-making, giving you a comprehensive view of the field. Dive deeper into the action with new 3D animations and visual improvements that bring the game to life. The most detailed GM mode in sports games keeps raising the realness bar. The most authentic experience ever. And Perfect Team swings back with a whole new experience. The incredible long-running baseball strategy series never stops hustling to be the best. Turn your team into a dynasty. Win the World Series. Out of the Park Baseball 24, the Infinite Baseball Sandbox. Available March 2023.
All right, if you would like to get a copy of Out of the Park 24, you can check that link right there, enter it into your old computer screen or on your mobile device and purchase the game. And be sure to use code Dynastic to get 10% off. You support me and you get 10% off. What is better than that? Okay, let's get ready for a little baseball here. It is time to play ball. All right, baseball fans, it is Monday Night Baseball here on Out of the Park Developments. And it is an epic matchup. We're calling this Nationals Treasure. Two Nats teams going head-to-head. The 2012 Washington Nationals that wound up coming up short of the World Series against the 2019 World Champion Washington Nationals. Let's take a look at your starting lineups here in your pregame show, which is presented by Cubs fan 23 Steve. Defensively, for the 2000 and now this is going to be the tricky part, the 2019 Nats, it will be Juan Soto, Victor Robles, and Adam Eaton out in right. On the infield, Anthony Rendon, Trey Turner, Howie Kendrick, and Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman, a two-way player today. He'll be playing for both the 19 and 12. The 2019 and 2012 Washington Nationals. Yan Gomes behind the dish, and Max Scherzer getting the start in his 5th season as a Nat. Started his career in Arizona with the Diamondbacks, had some standout seasons in Detroit, and now with the Nats. Max Scherzer on the hill, striking out a whopping 243 batters in just 172 innings pitched. And offensively, let's take a look at your starting lineups here tonight for your Nats. And again, we want to take a look at these lineups. They are presented by Hertz Donut. Next time you're in Cedar Falls, Iowa, you might just find a really vanilla gorilla at Hertz Donut. Open 25/8. Want a Hertz? Hertz Donut, the best in Cedar Falls. And offensively for the 2012 Nationals, Jason Worth will be the leadoff man. He'll be followed by the 19-year-old Bryce Harper. The rookie, Bryce Harper, batting second. Ryan Zimmerman in the 3 spot. And Adam LaRoche is batting cleanup. He'll be followed by Morse, Desmond Lombardozzi, Kurt Suzuki, and Steven Strasburg is batting 9th. All right, folks, this has been the pregame show as we welcome you to Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Your game time temperature, clear skies, 60 degrees. Wind is blowing in from center at 8 miles an hour. Your weather report being brought to you by It's Enrico Palazzo. Jason Worth will start off this ball game. Your first pitch brought to you by 5280 DeMoss. Packed house here for the World Series. Max Scherzer on the bump on the 2-0 offering. Worth, little tapper back to Scherzer, and that's how this game will start. Now, the one thing we don't have here, and I want to be able to get this here. One thing we don't have is the lineups here. And normally I have the lineup right here, and that's going to be very, very interesting to do if I do not have that. So, well, we'll just wing it. We just hope we got the right batter every time. Bryce Harper now at the plate. Bryce Harper, former high school standout, left after his sophomore year in high school to play college ball. College of Southern Nevada, where he won the Golden Spikes Award and then was drafted number 1 overall in 2010. So Bryce Harper at the plate here for the 2012 Washington Nationals. The 1-0 to Bryce. Bryce with a ground ball right side. It's fielded cleanly by Howie Kendrick, and Harper is retired, 2 down. All right, that brings up now Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman at the plate for the first time. Mr. National at this very ballpark back in 2008. March 20th, 2008, Ryan Zimmerman hit the very first home run at Nationals Park. On the 0-2 from Scherzer, fly ball to left. This one will not leave the yard. 3 up, 3 down as we head to the bottom of 1 at Nationals Park. And yes, EVC, thank you for the shout out. I would appreciate any follows on stream. If you do end up following me here today, you can just click my name right here. This is me. And you can click my name and click that follow button. I'll be sure to give you a shout out here on the stream here, because you wouldn't get it on my stream because we'll I'm not broadcasting on mine. But there I am, Dr. Dynastic. If you'd like to follow me, we do stream weekdays as an affiliate streamer. All right, folks, let's take a look at your starting lineups in the bottom of the first. Take a look at the Washington Nationals starting defense from 2012. And Morse, Harper, and Worth, your outfielders here tonight in D.C. On the infield, the Gold Glover Ryan Zimmerman at third. Up the middle, Desmond and Lombardozzi. At first, Adam LaRoche, another Gold Glover. Kurt Suzuki came over from the Oakland A's system. He is catching tonight for Steven Strasburg. Steven Strasburg, fantastic third season after injuries have cut short many a season for Strauss. Well, a full season for him. He struck out nearly 200 batters in 159 innings pitched. 15 wins in 28 starts with a 3.16 earned run average. Offensively for the 2019 Nationals, which won 93 games, finished second in the NL West, beat Milwaukee in the wild card, then took down the Dodgers in 5 in the National League Divisional Series, then swept the Cardinals in the NLCS, and ultimately prevailing in 7 games against the Houston Astros in 2019 to win the World Series. Their batting order will be Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Kendrick, Zimmerman, and it will be, let's see, who is batting 8th, because it is not Michael Taylor. It is, can we get a professional? It will be Robles, Victor Robles. And then the pitcher will bat 9th. All right, here we go here. The 1-2 offering from Strasburg against Trey Turner. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Your first strikeout of the game, brought to you by Podman 19. Experience the ultimate getaway. Book your trip today to America's finest city, San Diego, with Podman 19. And yes, as Ezra Denny mentioned, if you do subscribe to my channel, you get a sponsor shout out right here where you get your name read out loud on stream. All right, that will bring up Adam Eaton now out of Springfield, Ohio. League leader in triples with the White Sox in 2014 with 10. And he had 9 to lead the American League in 2016. Adam Eaton at the plate. 7 triples this year in the National League with the Nats. 3-1 offering on the way. Dribbler over to the shortstop. Clean play by Desmond. Throws to first and in time. All right, 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Anthony Rendon. First-time All-Star here in 2019. Fantastic season for him. .319 average, 34 home runs, and he led the league in doubles with 44 and runs batted in with 126. From the windup, here's the pitch to Rendon. Ground ball, third base. That should do it. Throw to first from Zimmerman is in time. And at the end of 1, we are scoreless in the game between the Nationals of 2019 and 2012. We will be right back. Dukeston saying you would think the 19 Nats would have the advantage. Starfield, they do. And remember, they are the team that wound up winning a World Series. The 2012 Nats did not. 2012 Nationals did not. Here's a look at your broadcast schedule, folks, for this coming week. And I will not be on at 9 a.m. We will be on at 11 a.m. with minor league baseball writer Benjamin Hill. Benjamin Hill will be with us. And he has visited every single minor league baseball park in the country. He will be our guest this Wednesday on my channel, DR Dynastic. And thank goodness I just figured out how to get the lineups back in. That'll help out a ton. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get back to playing some baseball. All right, welcome back to Nationals Park for inning number 2, scoreless game. R.K. Brossi wanted this matchup. He said, Doc, I want to see which of these two Nationals teams would be better. Which one of these two teams would prevail if we got the time machine all fired up? We don't want to go see Sarah Connor. Instead, we want to see the Washington Nationals of 2019 and 2012. A lot of different stars on those teams. 2 different managers and very different results. The Nationals of 2012 won their division. They won the NL East, but then they lost in 5 to the St. Louis Cardinals, 3-2. And of course, the San Francisco Giants wound up winning the World Series that year. And they had a skipper by the name of Davey Johnson, former New York Mets skipper who guided the Mets of 1986 to the World Series title. So how will they prevail, these 2012 Nats, against the 2019 Nationals? LaRoche, Morse, and Desmond, your scheduled hitters. LaRoche has had a journeyman career so far, starting in Atlanta, 29th round pick in 2000. Found his way over to Pittsburgh, then with the Red Sox in Boston, then with the Diamondbacks in Arizona. And now here he is, Adam LaRoche, veteran first baseman at the plate, coming off a monster season, 33 home runs and 100 RBI. Both are career highs for LaRoche. Now, those 100 RBI, a career high, tying a career high from his 2010 season with the Diamondbacks. LaRoche leading off against Max Scherzer, behind to the count, 1-2. High heat, blows it right by him for strike 3, 96 miles an hour on the gun as Scherzer gets the strikeout. Again, that strikeout brought to you by Podman 19. That brings up Mike Morse now. Michael Morse, born in Fort Lauderdale, lived with his siblings and grandparents in Jamaica till he came back stateside. Michael Morse played his high school ball at Nova High School in Davie, Florida. Michael Morse on the 1-1, goes the other way, fly ball, hooking foul, and making the grab is Eaton. Eaton makes a nice catch, 2 down. That brings up Ian Desmond from Sarasota High School, Florida, 3rd round pick from Montreal, back when the Nats played in Montreal. Of course, made the move over to Washington, D.C. All right, 3 up, 3 down. Strike 3 called, and that will do it as we head to the home half of the second. We're scoreless in the Nationals treasure game. All right, scheduled hitters now in the bottom of 2. Juan Soto is at the plate. Kendrick is on the on-deck circle, and in the hole is Zimmerman. So Juan Soto, 20-year-old, fantastic rookie season, finished as the runner-up last year to Ronald Acuna for Rookie of the Year honors. Made his major league debut May 20th, 2018, 19 years, 207 days old, youngest player in the majors when Juan Soto made his major league debut. And he's going to take ball 4. What an eye. This kid is only 20 years old, but he's got the eye of a veteran. Juan Soto draws the walk. 108 walks in his second season, his sophomore campaign, and a .401 on-base percentage. Soto on first for Howie Kendrick. Kendrick, .344 hitter this year. Huge season late in his career. A lot of tread on that tire worn, but still a little bit of gas left in the tank for Howie. On the 0-1. Now they get the back pick, throw to first, not in time. Suzuki fired down, but Soto back in time. Let's take another look at this replay. It's brought to you by the Tiny Noob. Well, guess we're not going to get the back pick throw. I guess that was not in the instant card here, so we're not going to be able to see that. All right, on the 0-2 now, Kendrick, swing and a miss for strike 3. Strasburg registers his second strikeout. And that will bring up Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman at the plate and at third base. Take a look at that. Ryan Zimmerman holding down third base right there. The Z-Man. 28-year-old Ryan Zimmerman, and at the plate, 35-year-old Ryan Zimmerman. Both just celebrated birthdays 3 days ago. Happy birthdays to you, to the two Ryan Zimmermans. This Zimmerman just recorded his 1,000th career RBI back on July 5th of the 2019 season against the Kansas City Royals. From the stretch, Strasburg on the 1-2. Another strikeout. This one looking. Boy, Strasburg is just pumping gas right now. Another strikeout. His third. And that brings up Victor Robles. Robles, .255 hitter, his third season as a major leaguer. Do not want to get this guy on base. 28 stolen bases in 37 attempts. Soto on first. Here's the 1-2 from Strauss. Swing and a miss for strike three as Strasburg strikes out the side. Still scoreless as we head to the third inning at Nationals Park. Steven Strasburg has it going for the Nats. And folks, that brings us to our scoreboard right now. Please direct your attention to the center field scoreboard right now. Our title sponsor for tonight, RK Brossi. A little bit of Did You Know? Max Scherzer began his major league debut and his career by retiring 13 straight batters as a reliever in 2008. He came on in relief for the Arizona Diamondbacks. As a reliever in 2008, those 13 straight batters retired, a major league record for most batters retired in a row to start a major league career as a relief pitcher. Did you know? And Max Scherzer is on the hill for inning number 3 against these 2012 Nationals. We've got a good old pitcher's duel. No hits so far between the 2012 Nats and the 2019 Nats. Steve Lombardozzi, your leadoff man. First pitch to him. Fly ball, right field coming in to make the catch is eaten. Quickly, one down. And that'll bring up Kurt Suzuki. Suzuki has won wherever he has played. Played at Cal State Fullerton. They won a national championship. Did Fullerton in 2004. In fact, Suzuki that year also winning the Johnny Bench Award and the inaugural Brooks Wallace Award as well. Kurt Suzuki at the plate. 2-1 offering to Kurt. Pop up on the infield, drifting foul underneath it. Now the catcher will make the catch. So Yan Gomes makes the catch. Gomes will be the leadoff man in the bottom half of this inning. All right, pitchers will hit. This is a National League ballpark and 2 NL teams here on Monday Night Baseball. Strasburg works the count to 2-2. Strasburg swinging a miss for strike 3. Scherzer gets another strikeout. Heading to the home half of 3 in D.C. in the Battle of the Nats. Yan Gomes, your leadoff man, .223 hitter this year with 12 home runs. Up against Steven Strasburg, who is really motoring right now. He'll pitch from the windup. Weak ground ball to short. Easy play for Desmond. 1 down. And that brings up the pitcher, Max Scherzer. Scherzer, 10 base hits and 55 at-bats in this regular season with a 182 batting average. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout as Scherzer goes down on strikes. 4 Ks now for Strasburg. Back to the top of the order we go, and Trey Turner. Major league debut came in 2015. Had to wait 9 at-bats before getting that first major league hit. And fittingly enough for the speed demon Trey, it came on an infield single. Legged out a ground ball for his first major league hit. Turner on the 1-1. Trey grounds to third. He's going to hustle down the line. Throw to first will be in time. Nats go down in order, and we are scoreless at the end of 3. And a look right now at the Out of the Park development schedule here on the official channel, the mothership, Out of the Park Developments. Every weekday, except for Wednesday, when our good friends from hockey stop on by. All right, I'm going to take a break. We'll be right back. All right, it is the Nationals Treasure Game. Battle of the Nats, 2012 Nationals, and the World Series champions of 2019, the Washington Nationals. Nats are wild, but I tell you what, a lot of goose eggs so far. Max Scherzer up against Steven Strasburg. Both teams have just had their way. Both pitchers against these respective lineups. No hits allowed between these two teams. Both teams just putting up a bunch of goose eggs on the scoreboard so far. The 2012 Nats will send the leadoff man Jason Worth to the plate as we start the fourth inning. Comes from a long line of baseball players. In fact, Jason Worth, a third-generation major leaguer, did you know? Great-grandfather John Schofield played in the big leagues. Grandfather Ducky was a World Series champion with the 1960 Pittsburgh Pirates. Uncle Dick Schofield, probably know that name very well, won a World Series with the Toronto Blue Jays in 1993, and his stepfather Dennis as well played Major League Baseball. All right, Jason Worth trying to keep the tradition going. On the 3-1, goes the other way, fly to right is caught as Eaton makes the grab. So Jason Worth got the green light against Scherzer, flies to right, and that's how the fourth inning will start. All eyes tonight, though, on Bryce Harper, the 19-year-old phenom. Wearing number 34. Bryce Harper, the story behind that number, grew up and he loved Mickey Mantle. Well, his theory, 3 plus 4 equals 7. Of course, that was the number worn by the late, great Mickey Mantle. 0-2 to Bryce. Harper looking all the way at strike 3. 98 miles an hour on the radar gun as Bryce Harper goes down on strikes. Boy, that was nasty from Scherzer. And that'll bring up Ryan Zimmerman. Former first-round pick from these Nats from 2005, the number 4 overall pick. Ryan Zimmerman on the 1-0 to Scherzer. Going the other way, that'll find some grass. This is going to roll to the wall, and Zimmerman will have a stand-up double. He's going to try to go for 3. The relay throw is going to be in time. Zimmerman got a little greedy as he tried to stretch that easy double into a hard triple. Another look at the replay brought to you by Sean Paxlayer as the Nats run themselves out of the inning. But the 2012 Nationals have the game's first hit. We go to the bottom of 4 in D.C. All right, Steven Strasburg on for inning number 4. Strasburg has been nearly perfect so far. 3 innings, no hits, no runs, just 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Adam Eaton, your leadoff man, came over from Chicago for Lucas Giolito in the 2016 season. And now he's a full-time National, and he's got a base hit, first base hit for the 2019 Nats, as Adam Eaton has a base hit. So both Nats teams get on the scoreboard with base hits for the first time in the fourth. First for the 2012 Nationals in the top of, and now the 2019 Nats in the bottom of the fourth. One aboard for Anthony Rendon. Rendon at the plate here with one aboard. Little tapper. Catcher will come up and pick that one up. Suzuki's throw will be in time. No, I beg your pardon. Not in time. They call him safe. Another look here on the replay brought to you by Mexi Memester. Bang, bang, play. And they say he's safe. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Minerva, great to see you. Stopping in, saying hi, watching some spring training, hanging out with us. Good to see you, Minerva. Rendon on first, Eaton to second on that infield single, and now the table is set for Juan Soto. Juan Soto on the 1-2. Soto, fly ball, left center field, and caught. They will throw to third, runner tagging, not in time. Eaton with a slide, safe into third as he tags on that fly ball out to center. Rendon stays on first, but now runners on the corners for Howie Kendrick, 35-year-old out of Jacksonville, Florida, a monster season, 344 average, 17 home runs. And you talk about a guy who knows how to deliver. Howie Kendrick, in this 2019 season, in the National League Divisional Series, hit a 10th inning grand slam against the Dodgers. Wound up being the difference as Washington did win on that grand slam 7-3. So the table set for Kendrick. 2 on, 1 out against Strasburg. Ground ball, shortstop into the hole. Diving stop made. Great play. Desmond lays out and throws to first in time. LaRoche is retired, but Eaton comes in to score as we have our first run. 2019 Nats scoring on a magnificent play by the shortstop. Eaton comes in to score to make it 1-0 Nats. Rendon to second on the play. 2 down for Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman, who's battled injuries all of this 2019 season. Plantar fasciitis in his right foot. Knocked out 3 months of his season from April to June, and then battled it again for another week or so. Actually, another month or so from late July to the start of September. But Zimmerman starting to look like the old Ryan Zimmerman finally now here in the postseason. Runner on second. 2 down. Strasburg from the stretch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Side is retired. 2 hits and a run comes in. And at the end of 4, it's the 2019 Nationals 1, the 2012 Nats 0. All right, top of 5. LaRoche will be your leadoff man. Adam LaRoche started his major league career with the Atlanta Braves, who drafted him in round number 29 back in 2000. 4 years later, came up as a rookie for the Braves, had a platoon with a man by the name of Julio Franco. You would probably remember that name, Julio. At that time, 46 years old, LaRoche platooning with Franco at second base, not only his rookie season in 2004, but again in 2005. Adam LaRoche starting that career in a platoon situation, and then finally got the green light after that, and boy, really turned it on as a 19-year-old in 2006. 32 home runs that season, a career high for him until this past season with the Nats when he clubbed a career high 33 home runs. LaRoche at the plate against Scherzer. Scherzer's pitch is grounded to second. Easy play there by Kendrick, and LaRoche is retired. Michael Morris now at the plate, a third-round pick from the White Sox in 2000. traded by Seattle to Washington, came over to the Nats in a trade for Ryan Langerhans. Responded by hitting .322 with 16 home runs and 86 RBI in 110 games. Morse on the 2-2 from Scherzer. Fly to left. This one should fall. It will. Base hit to left. A single off of Scherzer. Just the second hit allowed by Max. That brings up Ian Desmond. Desmond, in his second ever major league game. Ian Desmond, 2009, went 4 for 4 in his second ever major league game. Had 6 hits through his first 2 games. Second player ever to record at least 6 hits and 4 RBI in his first 2 major league games. The only other player to do that, we'd have to go all the way back to 1927. The St. Louis Browns, Guy Sturdy. Guy Sturdy, the only other major leaguer to accomplish that. Ian Desmond at the plate. 1 on, 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded to third. They'll get the force at second. On to first. They will get the double play. And that will do it. Double play is being brought to you by Baseball Dreamland. After the stream, check out Baseball Dreamland on YouTube for OOTP tutorials and unique playthroughs. Wonder if any player in this game, says Red Sixer fan, wonder if any player in this game thinks they'll ever sign a third of $1 billion contract. Well, I can think of just one, and he might be batting second for the Nationals here. And there's a couple other guys that have approached that number as well, or will approach that number as well. Juan Soto comes to mind and the massive payday awaiting him. And Anthony Rendon himself having a massive free agent signing when he went over to the Angels. Victor Robles will be your leadoff man in the bottom of the 5th for the 2019 Nationals. Up against Steven Strasburg. Strauss on the 1-2. Another strikeout for Strasburg. He is cruising. 6th strikeout for Strauss. 1 down. That brings up Yan Gomes. Yan, his wife, Jenna Hamaker in the crowd. Yan Gomes and Jenna getting hitched in 2012. If you recognize that name, Hamaker, yes. Her dad, Atlee Hamaker. Former Major League player, in fact, for the San Francisco Giants, pitched in an All-Star game. Has the dubious honor of giving up the first ever Grand Slam in an All-Star game. Atlee Hamaker. Can you name the hitter who hit that Grand Slam in an All-Star game off of Atlee Hamaker? Yan Gomes at the plate, 2-2 offering, swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 down. And that brings up the pitcher, Max Scherzer. And yes, the correct answer, Zen Lunatic, is Fred Lynn. Blooper to left as Scherzer will get a base knock. So Max Scherzer with a base hit here in the bottom of the 5th. Just the 3rd hit surrendered by Strasburg. And that brings up Trey Turner. Back to the top of the lineup we go for the 2019 Nets. You get bragging rights, Zen. You get bragging rights. Way to go. That pitch hit him on the leg. Scherzer will advance to second. Turner to first. That hit by pitch is brought to you by Gristle Whistle. A big salutation from Red Sixer fan to you. Scherzer now on second. Turner on first for Adam Eaton. Eaton from Springfield, Ohio. Played his high school ball at Kenton Ridge. 4th player out of Kenton Ridge to reach the majors. The 3 preceding him, you've probably heard of them. Dave Burba, Rick White, and Dustin Hermanson. Adam Eaton at the plate. 3-2 pitch taken for ball 4, and the bases are now loaded. We got a Yankee fan in the house. Brent3232, welcome. When am I going to play the Yankees? It's up to you. It's up to our Dr. Dynastic community, because remember, every week you guys get to pick. And we've got a community challenge going on right now. If you choose to accept that mission and you complete it, you can choose the matchup. And RK Brossi completed a community challenge a couple weeks ago, and he picked this matchup, the 2012 Washington Nationals against the 2019 Nationals. Now, I will let you know that there is a very short line right now to pick the next matchup on MNB. We do have the upcoming Monday edition spoken for. Somebody just completed the community challenge last week, and they have accepted that challenge. We'll let you know what that is at the end of the week. But we do have a matchup set for next Monday Night Baseball. But after that, the schedule is open. It's up to you in the Dynastic community to make that matchup. It is your call. That brings up Anthony Rendon, who grew up at a very young age, played baseball. His family said he started playing when he was 3, started hitting pine cones in the backyard. That's how Anthony Rendon started his major league career. And now he's here up against the 2012 Washington Nationals with his squad up by 1-0, bases loaded, 2 out. Steven Strasburg looking in for the sign from Kurt Suzuki. The 1-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss for strike 3. Strasburg with strikeout number 9, and it's still 1-0 after 5 in the Nationals treasure game. All right, there it is. Take a look at your gold sponsors at the bottom of your screen right now. I want to thank every one of you today, including our 5-monthers, including EBC and NYC2, 4-month subs, including Just Memesa. Thank you. And our title sponsor for today on Monday Night Baseball, RK Brossi. And it's time for another edition of Did You Know? Steven Strasburg was nicknamed Slothsburg by one of his coaches while playing at San Diego State, and in fact was suggested to him by that coach perhaps he should consider quitting baseball. Well, thank goodness Strauss didn't listen to that advice, as Steven Strasburg has turned out to be just fine, and I don't think anybody will be calling him Slothsburg anytime soon. All right, folks. Our break continues when we come back. Inning number 6 in the Battle of the Nats, the Nationals treasure game. All right, just catching up on chat here. Hey, I did not know that. RK Brasi winning the Rookie League in 2041. Way to go. And RK Brasi, of course, is our presenting sponsor for this game. Boy, to be in the shoes of RK Brasi right now. Champion and title sponsor of Monday Night Baseball. Does life get any better than that? All right, top of 6 in the Nationals Treasure game. 1-0, 2019 Nats on top right now. Bottom of the 2012 Nats order, Lombardozzi, Suzuki, and Strasburg, your scheduled batters. For the 2012 Washington Nationals, who won the NL East with a record of 98 wins, 64 losses. Lombardozzi leading off. Works the count 3-0. He gets the green light. He grounds to second. Boy, an ill-advised swing right there on the second baseman, Lombardozzi. Lombardozzi, who made just 83 starts this year, swings on 3-0. I think Davey Johnson is going to have a word with Lombardozzi there. Ill-advised. I don't know if they gave him the green light. There's probably only 2 or 3 hitters you give the green light to on 3-0 in this order. And his name is not Steve Lombardozzi. Kurt Suzuki now steps in. Suzuki, 0 for 1 so far. On 0-2, make it 0 for 2. Another strikeout for Scherzer, number 4 for Max. And that brings up Steven Strasburg. Strasburg in a pitcher's duel with Scherzer. Ground ball out to second, and that will do it. Bottom of 6 coming up in D.C. 1-0. 2019 Nats with the lead. All right, also congratulations going out to Tetsuiji for guiding his theme team to the championship. Their first since starting the team in PT22. They win the Iron Championship. So a couple of theme teams right there. RK Brasi wins a theme team championship in Rookie League. And Iron Champions going to Tetsuiji. And the godfather himself of theme teams, EVC and NYC2, is in the house. Please, folks, if you haven't already done so, one of our fantastic affiliate streamers, give EVC and NYC2 a follow. Juan Soto will lead off here, the bottom of the 6th. First ever major league start came last year. And guess what? In his very first major league start, first pitch he saw from San Diego starter Robbie Erlin, Soto goes ompo, 422-foot, 3-run home run in his first ever major league start. Boy, oh boy, Juan Soto, what a promising career for this young man, just 20 years old, out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Steven Strasburg looks in for the sign from Suzuki up against Soto. 2-2 pitch to Juan. Soto laces a base hit through the left side, just past the shortstop, and Soto has a base knock. So Soto reaches for the second time. He's got a walk and now a base hit. 12 steals in 13 attempts. We'll see if he dares to run on Suzuki. Suzuki's already gunned down a runner here tonight. Soto on first for Howie Kendrick. From the stretch. Line drive through the second baseman, a base hit. Cotton candy indeed. I thought Lombardozzi was going to get that one. It went right through him. Another look on the replay. This replay being brought to you by Mexi Memester. Lombardozzi not having a good inning here. First grounding out on a 3-0 count, and now an easy liner, and it just went right through him. Soto to second on the base hit by Kendrick brings up Ryan Zimmerman. Ryan Zimmerman at the plate. Coming off a 1,000th career RBI back in July We want to go back to October 22nd of this year in 2019. First ever World Series at bat for Ryan Zimmerman. And what does he do? He goes out of the ballpark here for the very first home run in Nationals franchise history. Mr. National himself, Ryan Zimmerman. Up against Strasburg, full count. He'll take the walk, and the bases are now loaded. So the Nats have the bags juiced up against Strasburg. Strasburg is out of the game now. So Davey Johnson has seen enough. He's going to give Strasburg the hook. That's a Beetle Boy 911 call to the bullpen. An emergency call to the bullpen. As Strasburg is out and Craig Stammen comes in. Stammen, 59 appearances on the year, 2.34 ERA. All of those appearances coming on in relief. He is a strikeout pitcher. 87 Ks in 88 and a third innings pitched. Stammen comes right into the heater right now. Bases loaded. Soto on third. Kendrick on second. Zimmerman on first. Victor Robles at the plate. 2019 Nats already up 1-0. Bases loaded. Nobody out. 2-0 pitch on the way with the infield in. Fly ball, right field, runner tagging, catch made, and the runner will not score. They'll hold the runner. Soto remains on third. All the other runners stay on their respective bags, one down. That brings up Yan Gomes. Yan Gomes had a career high 21 home runs. That came in 2014 with Cleveland. Was an all-star 4 years later, back in 2018. Numbers this year, not so solid. 223 average with 12 home runs in 97 games. Yan Gomes at the plate. Infield still in here. They do not want to concede another run. Full count pitch. Ground ball. Shortstop. The throw home will be in time. Desmond with a good jump on that one. Throws to home. They get the force. Take another look here. This replay being brought to you by Lowry's 6850. Dynamite play by the shortstop Desmond. All the other runners do advance. Kendrick now on third. Zimmerman to second. Gomes to first on a fielder's choice. And the pitcher, Max Scherzer. Scherzer at the plate up against Stammen. On the 1-2. Pitch gets away from the catcher, Suzuki, and a run will score. Credit Scherzer with the RBI without even swinging the bat there. It's a wild pitch charge to Stammen. Well, the charged run will actually go to the starter. So Strasburg will be charged with that run scored. Come on a wild pitch from Stammen. Zimmerman to third. Gomes to second. Still two down. And a 2-2 pitch. Scherzer, ground ball, shortstop, and Desmond couldn't get it. Run comes in. It's a base hit for Scherzer is the official ruling. I don't know about that one. Just couldn't get a handle on that one. I can't believe that's called an infield single. Replay being brought to you by Griner MB 282. So it's a 3-0 lead now for the 19 Nationals. And now Trey Turner at the plate. The runner-up in the Rookie of the Year vote in 2016. Finishing second to Corey Seager of the LA Dodgers. Trey Turner, runner-up despite only playing in 73 games in a 162-game season. Turner at the plate with runners on the corners, 2 out. Pitch is lined to left, and it drops in for a base hit. They'll send the runner to third. And Scherzer is safe at third. Turner with an RBI single. It's 4-0 Nationals. This replay being brought to you by Nicolo. Trey Turner and the 2019 Nats now lead it 4-0. And now here's Adam Eaton. Eaton, former college standout at Miami of Ohio, recruited to play there as a two-way scholarship, wound up being all-conference in the outfield in 2009. Adam Eaton with 2 aboard, in scoring position, first pitch to him, grounds to second. This should do it, and it will, but 3 runs come in, and at the end of 6, it's the 2019 Washington Nationals 4 and the 2012 Nats nothing.
24 years of excellence have all led to this. Out of the Park Baseball 24 is the definitive award-winning MLB strategy game. Play what the pros play. Out of the Park Baseball 24 takes baseball strategy to the next level like never before. All new on-screen analytics to power your decision-making, giving you a comprehensive view of the field. Dive deeper into the action with new 3D animations and visual improvements that bring the game to life. The most detailed GM mode in sports games keeps raising the realness bar. The most authentic experience ever. And Perfect Team swings back with a whole new experience. The incredible long-running baseball strategy series never stops hustling to be the best. Turn your team into a dynasty. Win the World Series. Out of the Park Baseball 24, the infinite baseball sandbox. Available March 2023.
All right, folks, if you're looking for a second copy, or maybe you're just browsing and looking at Out of the Park for the first time, if you'd like to get 10% off of a copy of Out of the Park 24, just use that link on your screen. Be sure to use code Dynastic to get yourself 10% off. And a reminder, during the 7th inning stretch, we will be having the emote race. So get your emotes ready, get your wave ready, get your siren ready, get your black kitten ready. Whatever your emote of choice, get it ready, because we will have our great emote race in the 7th inning stretch. Top of 7, and now it's a whole new ball game as the 2019 Nats have blown this game wide open. They've staked Max Scherzer to a 4-0 lead. Scherzer on the hill now, up against the top of the 12 lineup for the Nats. Worth, Harper, and Zimmerman. We can officially close the book now on Steven Strasburg. Tough decision for him right now. He left the game in a 1-0 ball game and leaves now, having allowed 4 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts in 5 innings. As Craig Stammen came out of the bullpen and failed to get out of the inning. Jason Worth, your leadoff man. Coming off a big contract with Washington after playing with the Philadelphia Phillies. Worth signing a 7-year deal worth $126 million in 2010. That signing may have been overshadowed a little bit by what Philadelphia did with that money by not signing Worth. They instead signed pitcher Cliff Lee to an equally impressive contract. In fact, maybe even superior. So here's Worth to start the inning off for the 2012 Nats. It's ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. He'll ground this to second. And there's 1 down. Boy, that's twice now that the Nats of 2012 have let the 19 Nationals off the hook. Remember, Lombardozzi got a green light on 3-0. He grounded to second. And then Jason Worth right there on a 3-1 count does the same. That brings up Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, who on May 6th became the first teenager since 1964 to steal home, came against Philadelphia on May 6th. He was hit by a pitch by Cole Hamels to put him on base, eventually got to third, and then scored on a stolen base. After the game, Cole Hamels admitted he hit Bryce Harper intentionally. That earned Hamels a 5-game suspension for that. Harper behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Harper swinging and missing on the slider. and it's another Scherzer strikeout. Ryan Zimmerman now steps up. Two versions of Zimmerman. This is the younger version of Zimmerman. He is at the plate, 28 years young. And his counterpart, the other Ryan Zimmerman, holding down first base, 35-year-old Ryan Zimmerman in the infield. Scherzer looks in for the sign from Gomes. First pitch to Zimmerman. Grounds to third. Throw to Zimmerman. Will be in time to retire Zimmerman. And it's time for the emote race. Here we go. All right, folks. The instructions are in chat right now. Get them ready. And then, Salty Skin, we can probably answer your question right after that. So here we go. Once I say go, you will spam chat with either the wave, the siren, or the black cat. Now, if you are a follower or a subscriber on my channel, that would be the wave. If you are a subscriber for EVC in NYC2, that would be the siren. And if you are a faithful viewer of FKN Commish LB, chances are you have the black kitten. All right, on your marks, get set, and go. Here we go, folks. They are off. Let's get some raid hype going right now. Go ahead and start spamming them away. We're getting a couple quick sirens there. There's a big wave. Thank you very much. And more sirens. More siren, please. And another wave. Another wave. Now more siren. The siren is running away with this thing. And there's the wave to push it across. The wave has outlasted the siren. And where was the kitten? Kitten is shrinking from the occasion. No, FK and Commish LB. That's probably what happens when you stream at the same time. Now, we understand, and we will be raiding into FK and Commish LB, so all of his faithful viewers watching over on the Commish's channel. We'll go ahead and raid into him at the top of the hour, 6 p.m. Pacific. All right, good run, and it's nice to see a good showdown between the wave and the siren, a worthy adversary. And we do the emote race every stream on DR Dynastic. If you haven't already done so, I'll go ahead and put the link in chat for you. And if you give a follow here on stream, I will be sure to give you a shout out here on the mothership. You can also just click my name and click follow. It's that easy. You can also do it for EVC and NYC too, who's a fellow streamer, and he was just streaming today. So go ahead and give those emote guys a follow. All right, let's get back to playing some baseball. Hey, FDA Wah, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I can watch them both. I can see those follows as they come down. And we will be streaming tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday on my channel, DR Dynastic. Thank you very much. Appreciate the follow. New pitcher as we begin the bottom of the seventh. Edwin Jackson here on the Beetle Boy 911 emergency call to the bullpen. Edwin Scoop Jackson pitched mainly and exclusively as a starter this past season in 2012. 31 games, all starts, 10 wins, 11 losses, 4.03 ERA, 168 strikeouts in 189 innings pitched. Now, folks, if you are into the thing that's all the rage, Immaculate Grid, this is the pitcher for you. Dodgers, Rays, Tigers, D-backs, White Sox, Cardinals, and now the Nats in 2012. I'm sure after 2012, he might have some more teams as well to his ledger. So Edwin Jackson will now come on in relief of Stammen. So Stammen's night is over. Jackson comes in. He'll take on the heart of the 19 Nats order, Rendon, Soto, and Kendrick. Rendon played collegiately at Rice University, was named the Freshman of the Year by Baseball America. 2009, he hit .388, 20 home runs, 72 RBI. That earned Rendon a number 6 overall draft choice by the Nats. 2011 first-round pick of the Washington Nationals, Rendon to lead off. He's ahead in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. And he'll look at ball 4. Rendon draws a leadoff walk. Rendon on first now for Juan Soto. Boy, there's a lot that this young man has accomplished as a 20-year-old. How about this? 4th player in Major League history with 100 extra base hits before his 21st birthday. Can you name the other 3 who had that? 100 extra base hits before turning 21. Just 3 other players in Major League history have accomplished that feat. Let me know in chat. Let me know if you can get it right. Give me one. I'll give you a hint. One of them's playing here today. Juan Soto works the count full, 3-2, and for a second time tonight, Juan Soto draws a walk. Soto to first, Rendon to second, and Howie Kendrick is at the plate. Kendrick hit a grand slam home run in the 10th inning here in 2019 against the Dodgers in the National League Divisional Series, giving Washington a 7-3 win. That 10th inning grand slam, just the second ever extra inning grand slam in postseason history. The other hitter to do that, Nelson Cruz. And yes, in chat, Bryce Harper is one of those 4 players in Major League history who's registered 100 extra base hits before their 21st birthday. Who are the other 2? We know 2 of them are playing here today. Bryce Harper and Juan Soto. Who are the other 2? Mike Trout is incorrect. Howie Kendrick at the plate, 2 on, nobody out against Jackson. Jackson's 2-2 pitch, grounded to third. They get the force at second, and they get the turn. The double play brought to you by Baseball Dreamland. Another look here. After the stream, be sure to check out Baseball Dreamland on YouTube for OOTP tutorials and unique playthroughs. All right. 5, 4, 3 on your scorecard. As Zimmerman started off that double play, Rendon advancing to third on that double play. And now it is Zimmerman at the plate, the older version of Ryan Zimmerman. Behind in the count, here's the 0-2. Zimmerman looking at strike 3. Jackson gets the strikeout, and he gets out of the jam. After 7, it's the 2019 Nats 4, and the 2012 Nats still nothing. All right, another look here at your affiliates schedule right now. Be sure to give those affiliates a follow, folks. You want those non-OOTP development pack drops throughout the week. We've got affiliate streamers on your screen right now. This is their schedule. Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, your affiliate streamers to get those 5 packs a day. Still waiting for the right answer. Pujols is incorrect as well. I'll go ahead and tell you what the answer is when we come back from this quick timeout. All right, playing a little baseball trivia for you as we went to commercial break. Want to let you know, 4 players in Major League history, only 4, have ever had 100 extra base hits in their career before they turned 21. Now, 2 of them are playing today, Juan Soto and Bryce Harper. The other 2, you've probably heard of both of these guys, folks. Give you one last chance in case you want to register a guess. Mel Ott and Tony Conigliaro. Mel Ott and Tony Conigliaro. Top of 8 right now, and the Washington Nationals of 2012 running out of time. Adam LaRoche will be your leadoff man to start the 8th inning. LaRoche in 2012 homered in each of 4 games against the Cubs, had 5 overall in that series. So LaRoche can really get on a hot streak, folks. He's a little bit streaky, but boy, when his bat is going, it is going good. LaRoche on a full count pitch from Max Scherzer, and Max surrenders the walk. His first walk issue. So Max Scherzer on for an 8th inning of work. His pitch count still very low at 79. But Scherzer will now pitch from the stretch, having allowed just 2 base hits so far against these 2012 Nats. Michael Morse now steps in. Morse on the 3-1. Back-to-back walks now issued by Scherzer. So Max Scherzer, who had not issued a single walk through 7, now gives up back-to-back walks to start the 8th. Scherzer now up against Ian Desmond. Desmond, whose manager Davey Johnson told him very early in his career that he would like to see him be more aggressive. Well, this year, he was aggressive. Ian Desmond, second in the National League, 55% pitches swung on by Ian Desmond. He does not get cheated at the plate. 2 on, nobody out for Desmond. On the 1-2, Desmond takes the pitch. Knocked down by Gomes. Nobody will move. Count now moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2. Desmond swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout by Scherzer. 7 strikeouts for Max now. Needs to get 2 more outs here. Up against Steve Lombardozzi. Remember Lombardozzi, his last at-bat, he was ahead in the count 3-0 against Max. Let him off the hook. He grounded out on a 3-0 count. First pitch now to Lombardozzi. Swings at that offering, grounds to third. They'll step on the bag as Rendon will get the force out. Throw to first will not be in time. So Lombardozzi reaching on a fielder's choice. Morse to second, 2 down, and Kurt Suzuki now steps in. Edwin Jackson is on deck. You have to think if Suzuki is able to get on and extend this inning that Jackson will be pinch hit for. Suzuki 0 for 2 here tonight. 2-1 pitch to Kurt going the other way. Fly ball, right field, gets down for a base knock. Suzuki with an RBI single. And the 2012 Nats now break up the shutout. They're down 4-1. Well, a nice piece of hitting there by the catcher, Suzuki. Replay being brought to you by the real Teddy O. So Suzuki draws in Morse. Lombardozzi to second on the base hit. It's a 4-1 ball game. And now we will get a pinch hitter for the pitcher in the number 9 spot in the order. Chad Tracy, longtime former Arizona Diamondback, former Cub, former Marlin, and now a Washington National. They want the left-handed bat up against Scherzer, and that will now prompt another change on the field. So Max Scherzer's night is over, and a new pitcher. It's a Beetle Boy 911 emergency call to the bullpen. The lefty, Doc, Sean Doolittle, comes on in relief. The closer for the Nats, who saved 29 games here in 2019. Oh, he is coming into a hornet's nest right now. 2 on, 2 out. And Doolittle, the left-hander, looks in for the sign from Gomes. Chad Tracy, pinch hitting here in the 8th in a 4-1 game. Game time run at the plate. 2 out. Looking at called strike 3. Doolittle comes out of the bullpen and gets the strikeout. The pinch hitter, Chad Tracy, down on strikes at the end of 7.5 at Nationals Park. It's 4-1. 2019 Nationals with the lead. Another look here by Doolittle. What a job by him. Well, I guess we can't get the replay. Well, we tried. There it is. A little bit late on that replay, but we eventually got it. ABC says congratulations to Leo Remus with the North Holiday Batista, teammates of both players, for winning the Silver Theme Team Championship for 2041. And the beneficiary of new Halliday and Batista cards in today's new cards. Boy, that's a double win. First of all, you win the theme team in silver, and then you get a Halliday and Batista card. My goodness. Here's an other call to the bullpen as Sean Burnett will come on in relief here. Sean Burnett coming in for Edwin Jackson. Beetleboy 911 emergency call to the bullpen. Burnett, the lefty, will start up against the right-handed hitting Victor Robles. In fact, it'll be two righties, then a lefty. Still no correct guesses on who my guest will be. This coming Wednesday, we already know, is going to be Benjamin Hill, MILB writer, a minor league baseball writer, and has visited every single ballpark in the minors. But next Wednesday, a pitcher for the team that wound up winning the 2012 World Series. That will be my guest next Wednesday. So if you'd like to get a guess in, a pitcher for the team that won the 2012 World Series will be my guest next Wednesday. Victor Robles to lead off against Sean Burnett. First pitch from Burnett. Sky to left. High fly ball. This one will be caught by Morse. One down, and Yan Gomes now at the plate. Gomes, former 10th round pick out of Toronto Blue Jays, picked him up in 2009. The 0-2 to Gomes. He goes down swinging, 2 down. And now, here comes Gerardo Parra. So Parra comes into the lineup. And Parra taking Ryan Zimmerman's spot in the defensive lineup. So Parra, the new first baseman for Zimmerman. Parra pinch hitting, 0-2 pitch. Doolittle gets strike 3, and that'll do it. At the end of 8, your score, 2019 Nationals 4, and the 2012 Nats 1. Top of the order for the 2012 Nationals with the game on the line here, folks. 4-1 ball game. This game being brought to you by R.K. Brasi, who had one request. He wanted to see which of these two Nationals teams would prevail. The 2012 Nats, led by a very young Bryce Harper, a team that wound up losing in the National League Divisional Series, up against the 2019 World Series champions, the Washington Nationals of 2019. So far, it's chalk, folks. 2019 Nats are leading 4-1. Jason Worth, your leadoff man, leading the league in doubles in 2010 with Philadelphia. 46 doubles that year. Signed as a free agent after that. And here he is with the Washington Nationals, the veteran outfielder, Jason Worth. Count 3-0 against Doolittle, ball 4. 97-mile-an-hour fastball, nowhere close to the strike zone there. And that brings up Bryce Harper. Harper hitless so far in 3 at-bats. Team high 98 runs scored in this 2012 season. The precocious 19-year-old Bryce Harper at the plate works the count full, 3-2, swinging at that. Fly ball to left, 1 down. Soto makes the grab. Now it's Ryan Zimmerman. Ryan Zimmerman, who grounded into a league-high 20 double plays in 2012. This year, trying to avoid doing just that here. Game on the line. One on, one out. Doolittle from the stretch. Zimmerman will swing. Ground ball, second base. They get the force at second, on to first for 2 for the double play. 4, 6, 3, and it's a final from Washington, D.C. as the 2019 Nationals take down the 2012 Nats. Your final 4-1 on Monday Night Baseball. All right, folks, stay with us. Your post-game show coming up. And a big thank you to R.K. Brasi for dreaming this matchup up. 2012 Washington Nationals and the 2019 Washington Nationals, a game we're calling the Nationals Treasure Game. We'll be taking this to the top of the hour, 6 p.m. Pacific. We always go 2 hours, pretty much 2 hours sharp. So always show up at 4 p.m. Pacific because the train will start without you if you're not here. All right, folks, it is a final here tonight from Washington, D.C. Let's get you started with the postgame show being brought to you by EVC in NYC2. Join EVC every Wednesday for Guess the Set on Twitch, 2 p.m. Pacific every Wednesday, only on Twitch. Final tonight, 2019 Nationals take down the 2012 Nationals 4-1. Remember, this is a best of 3 series. So we will have that epic conclusion on my channel, Dr. Dynastic, later on this week. In the meantime, let's get you the final statistics. Steven Strasburg takes the loss. 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 walks, 4 runs, all earned, and 9 strikeouts. For the 2019 Nationals, Max Scherzer gets the win. 7 2/3 innings, just 3 hits and 2 walks, 1 run allowed, 7 strikeouts. And Sean Doolittle picks up the save. Doolittle goes 1 1/3. He walks 1. He strikes out 1 for the save. And offensively, no home runs, and those home runs always brought to you by ESCV and RK Brasi. No home runs, though, here tonight. So, as far as the offense for the 2019 Nats, boy, 1 through 5 in the order. Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Kendrick all had base hits. Turner with an RBI. Eaton with a run scored and a walk and a single. And Rendon also had a base hit. No runs driven in for him. Soto 1 for 2. He also walked twice. So Juan Soto winds up reaching base 3 times. And the veteran, Howie Kendrick winds up driving in a run and scoring a run. And Max Scherzer, of all people, 2 base hits in the victory. Offensively for the 2012 Nationals, 3 hits in those 27 at-bats. Kurt Suzuki, Michael Morse, and Ryan Zimmerman. The only run driven in by Kurt Suzuki here tonight. So it's a final as the 2019 Washington Nationals get the win against the 2012 Nats, 4-1, the final. All right, that is that. And again, we will be continuing this series on my personal page, Dr. Dynastic. So if you haven't already done so, be sure to check it out. We will broadcast that for you. It looks like we're going to get another Steven Strasburg start up against Gio Gonzalez in Game 2 as the 2019 Nats will try to close this series out. All right, let's go ahead and get back to the main page. We'll end with some packs here. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll get into that, and then we'll take it all the way up. So we got about 12 more minutes on this stream. Lighter crowd tonight. We know a lot of you got your drops earlier today. Don't mind that one bit. Glad you could do that. Maybe you get a night off, or maybe you're checking out some other channels in the meantime. or just enjoying some extra time with your family and friends. Either way, we're good. That's awesome to see. All right, so our theme team, you've seen EVC and NYC2 talking a lot about theme team. That's where we are, and that's where you get to pick your own theme. Then you can join a league, sign up, check out EVC and NYC2's Discord if you'd like to learn more about that. Our Oakland 42s, that's any player who's played for the A's or wore the number 42. Despite a sub 500 record, folks, the Oakland 42s are in first place in their division. Yeah, we are tied with two other teams at 9 and 10. In fact, it looks like we've just moved into first place after both the Toccoa Redlegs and the Junior Woodchucks are riding 3-game losing streaks. So that is why we are in first place right now, or a tie for first. A look at our team right now. It looks like so far pretty balanced. Top 6 in runs scored, and we're top 5 in runs against. That's pretty good. I would take that any season. Nels Potter, one of our new additions, pitching very well in his second season with us. Nels wound up pitching for the Philadelphia Athletics in the late 1930s. That's why he is eligible for our team. And let's see what else. Do we have to make any moves? Not just yet. Not just quite yet. But one thing I would like to see is I would really love to see let's see, Campaneris. Maybe we should put a buy order on Campaneris now. There's no Campaneris buy orders right now. That would be nice. Let's go ahead and just throw a high price in there. I think it's high, but we'll go ahead and it's fine. 8,089. That is probably way too high for that card. I don't know, but I love the defensive metrics for him. I would love to figure out a way to get him in the lineup. Fantastic range, good error, and if you're ever looking for one position to just go defense only, I think that's your guy. He can also bunt, as Spore had mentioned. If you're looking for a bunter on your team, a guy who can move people over, he might be the guy. He's not going to get any walks. His contact is okay. His BABIP is okay. No power, but he is going to put the ball in play, and he can put the ball on the ground for you. So I think that might be a card that, let's look here. I could make room for him. What I could do is I could drop one of these players, and I'm thinking specifically about maybe Matty Alou. Matty Alou may have to go at some point. If that's the case, I drop Alou, and we put Tony Phillips out as our starting shortstop, and we put him in rotation where he backs up everybody. He gets a bunch of playing time as a backup to our second baseman, to our third baseman, to our shortstop, to our left fielder, and our right fielder. I think that might be the smart play. I think that might be just right. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and go with a bang. Let's go ahead and open some packs here. Now, I can't get Campy, unfortunately. But there's no reason why we can't still have a little bit of fun. Okay, we'll go ahead and sell a little Pat Malone. Keep it going here. Alexi Ogando. Another 89er. Every time, if you ever see an 89 on a sell order, it's probably me. Because the A's, their last time they won the World Series was 1989. Mike Marshall, we already have that one. We can go ahead and sell the Mike Marshall. That's a nice card. We'll go ahead and put that at 72 for another A's victory. They won the World Series in 1972. Beat the Cincinnati Reds that year, the start of the Big Red Machine, though I don't think it was known as the Big Red Machine just quite yet. Milt Pappas will hang on to that one. And there's our first gold card. All right, any guesses in chat? You want to guess what the gold card will be? You get it right, I'll see what I can do. No promises given, but maybe we could hook you up with a 10-pack. No promises, but maybe we'll ask nicely and see. If anybody gets this gold card correctly, best of luck. If not, hey, it's just nice bragging rights. We're looking for, what's the gold card here? Mystery gold card. What's it going to be? And if nobody wants to guess, I'll just go ahead and open it. It'll remind me of my early days as a streamer where it would be crickets. Okay, there we go. Red Sixer fan says Piazza. Nothing more fun than talking in chat and not knowing if anybody's on the other end. Good to hear from you, Red Sixer fan. All right, we got a Piazza guess. If anybody else has a guess, let me know. And here we go. Gold card is Eloy Jimenez. Eloy Jimenez. That is going to be a quick sell for us. Eloy. Gus Mancuso as well, part of the Lou Gehrig mission. We'll go ahead and sell that as well. And we'll go ahead and open up another pack. Jimmy Brown. Jimmy Brown. That is a nice looking card. Jimmy Brown, part of the name game for Jim. Oh, music to my ears. Let's go 2689. 2689. If you like that, if you want your Jim mission, good luck. We've been getting a lot of those cards today. I'm really loving that. This will probably be a quick sell. We'll go ahead and just quick sell that guy. Next pack, next pack. A Richie Hebner. Richie Hebner, part of the famous Can I Get a Professional in here? Ooh, well, it looks like we've just finished that mission. Maybe we could do that. Let's go ahead and see. Now, this card could go for 1,000. So let's hold on that. Sam LeCure. Legon. Go ahead and sell that. And let's go ahead and check that mission. I have a lot of unsubmitted missions right now, and I know I do need to catch up on that. Let's see. I will get a silver pack and a standard for that. I bet I could get something cheaper than that. That's 1,000 PP one. Yeah, like I could get Shineblum here for 38. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we will go back here. And we will uncheck the we'll check Shineblum, and we will take out Hebner. Now, I also do have some high ones here with Harden, Hill, and Gossage. So we'll hold off on that. That's why I've not redeemed this. So I still have a lot of high price ones. And for that payback, it would not be worth it for me. Let's go ahead and open up some more packs. Take it down to 89, and there's a diamond. All right, here we go. All right, any guesses for what the diamond is? Go ahead and let me know. Here as we get ready to close out the stream. Diamond guesses here on the main channel, the mothership. Here we go. Any guesses? Love to see the diamonds. Harper, Vlad. Let's see, is that? Let me see what that is. Trying to tell what that laptop hound one is. Felix. I couldn't tell. It almost looked like Ortiz there. Felix is a guess there. Nemo. Keep the guesses coming, folks. All right, let's go ahead and see what's behind this bad boy. EVC says, babe, let's go, babe. Luis Roberts. Okay, well, this is trending towards it looks like trending towards a possible perfect, I'm guessing. The L10 is very high. So if that's the case, I'm going to hold on to this guy. Unless it's for the All-Stars. Why, I don't know why Luis is so high. Maybe, perhaps that's the guess. Well, either way, we're going to hold on to it for now. There's a Tim Stoddard card. We can go ahead and sell that for $1,889. And Brad Penny, we could also sell. That one we can go for $113. And last but not least, we have Juan Cruz. And we have Jimmy Rollins. Rollins, we could sell at that price. We could go 39. All right. 2 more packs and then we'll call it a day. Take it down to 89. We love our lucky numbers. Cliff Pennington, everybody. Cliff Pennington. If anybody needs that, you can get it for Hank Aaron, 44. And last card, last pack is a gold. All right, last guess is if anybody wants to guess what's behind the gold, let me know. And then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Gold card. I forgot to mention this. Let me grab this real quick. All right, no guesses, so we'll just go ahead and throw in the gold. Here we go. Oh, Buxton. Buxton, who started out as a 98 this year. We had a guess for Bogarts and Lindor and Rizzo. Might be a little bit of a delay. And no, a Buxton. It was Buxton. And let's see where he's at. Nobody's speculating right now that Byron Buxton is going to go back to the land of diamond yet, right? We'll hold on to him now. But yes, there we go. So 89 packs. There we go. All right, folks, thank you so much for coming on today for At the Park and Monday Night Baseball. And yes, that was one of the hints back there on what the stream was going to be. This is from the 2019 World Series champions. Yeah, that is a Davey Martinez. Davey Martinez, who was the skipper. We're holding that very nice trophy there. Looking very good. But I want to thank you so much for coming on and hanging out today. Again, if you ever want to stop and see me on any day that's not a Monday, I am on my channel. That's DR Dynastic. And it looks like we've got FDA Wah, who followed 33 minutes ago. We do appreciate it. We can't wait to see you over there on my channel, where we will continue this series, the 2019 Nats and the 2012 Nats. Want to thank RK Brasi for coming up with that matchup. And super good matchup, a good game so far, good series so far. All right, with that said, folks, I'm going to see you later on this week. Now, it looks like tomorrow, I was really hoping that I would have my son, Junior Dynastic, as the pinch hitter. That is not going to happen. So there is a good chance I will not be able to stream tomorrow. If that's the case, I will be on Wednesday, and that's going to be an 11 a.m. start. And then after that, we're going to have Benjamin Hill, minor league baseball writer, who has a thing called a designated eater. He goes to ballparks. He tries out ballpark foods. And I'm going to let you know right now, folks, I was one of his designated eaters at a minor league ballpark. It was the thrill of a lifetime. So stay tuned for that, 11 a.m. Pacific this coming Wednesday. And next Wednesday, our special guest on Doc's Clubhouse, or Doc's Dugout, as we like to call it, will be a member of the 2012 San Francisco Giants. So far, nobody's got the guess right. So keep guessing as we send you now to La La Land. It is time to say adios pelota. Okay, but when we come back, we're going to be raiding on into the commish. So we're going to raid on in. So stay right there. Let's go ahead and raid into the commish, FKN commish, a rare Monday night stream for the commish as they have started spring training in EMLB. All right, folks, go ahead, jump on into that raid, and we will. Oh, wait, never. Hold on a sec. I got to stop that because that is. Hold on. Let's get a professional here. I got to do it this way. I've got it every time. Every time I think I'm going to close out on a banger. Let's see if that works. There we go. There's the raid. That's how we do it. I was trying to raid on my personal channel. That's not how it works. Instead, we're going to get 100 plus of you going into FKN Commish LB. Bring that raid hype. And folks, that's a wrap here tonight. Have a good one. Adios, pelota. Adios, amigos. I'll see you next time on Monday Night Baseball.